Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Serge, I'm teaching architecture. Then we have interactive classes. It's hands-on. You can't entirely leave it to them. It is a lot of responsibility for our as teachers to provide them the best way they can learn. The students' perception might be helpful for us to know what they think, what kind of teachers they want. And also, we talk about the learners. I look for different theories about the learners. I found the Coles. He developed a method of categorizing the learners into four types, and I thought that this was helpful because it's quite simple. There are 4 different types of learners. One, we call that they learn by feeling. They feel. They try to feel. That's emotional, guys. Number 2, the observers. They just sit. They don't do nothing, but they do not interact. And there are thinkers who are kind of processing something. They don't just watch, but they process stuff. And there are the doers who are the really active guys. You see that some of them are really moving around and doing something. So then how do I have a same method of teaching and fit to everybody else? I think it's impossible. We did the survey. I'll just go and quick look at the data. So we had the different groups in terms of academic levels. So we had the freshmen and the sophomore, juniors. And you can see that the 4 columns say that the first column is the feelers, the second column is the watchers, thinkers, and the doers. And you can see that in our group, like in architecture, assimilators means who are the watchers and thinkers. They are the most. I looked at the data print and the literature, and they say that architects should be in the last one, accommodators, doers, because they are in the practical life thinking how to implement the design into the building, etc. I always find that the assimilators, means the watchers and thinkers, are the biggest group in the students, even though they think that architects should be the doers. So let me go to the results. So I see that all the academic levels, they have the similar kind of traits they want. And most of them want the communication. So I feel that they just want somebody that can communicate with them. And they're also very, very careful about the knowledge. So we may underestimate them, but the students are very good at understanding whether this teacher knows well or not. So this one is more important because you see that this is the group-wise, the learner-wise. The other one was level-wise, academic level-wise. This is important because I can see that the divergers have different types of choices than those. Of course, communication again came everywhere for all the guys. But the most interesting thing is that you see that the divergers, who are the feelers, we talk about the feeling guys, the emotional guys, they want more traits from the teacher, demands more from the teacher than the doers. Means that if I have the feelers in the classroom, I cannot ignore the fact that I need to be a lot more have empathy, so something like supportiveness, they need that. So if I ignore that, then they will not learn the way I wanted to. So you can see that communication really matters, but divergers need more care, while convergers, that means the doers, do not need that much. I did just one more thing, that means what are the traits that doesn't matter. If we go to this category, that means the learners category, now it is the opposite of the other things, of course, right? Doesn't matter is less thing, but accommodators, they really don't care about much. And that's true because they're the doers. They don't worry about the quality of the teaching. They just need to have some kind of instructions, and they just follow that one. So the summary, again, we have the 4 categories and mostly assimilators. So I think for myself, if it is creative industry and if we want to take care of the emotional guys, we have to really take care of the feelers and the watchers. We cannot just come and instruct and expect everybody will do the same. So take care of the feelers and take care of the divergers and the assimilators. So that is the conclusion for now for me. All right, thank you.